So moving into the decision stage, we've guided the user on their journey. We've taken them from being completely non-aware to actively engage with the brand. So the next step is getting them to make that purchase. How can we use AI to increase conversion rates? Christian.
Thank you, Lois. So what we touched on back in the discovery phase with Google surfacing more content, which can prompt less website clicks, it's quite daunting for a number of e-commerce brands. But another reason is that you could be seeing more of your users using AI tools like ChatGPT and Google Gemini instead of Google traditional search. So this is a live client example from one of our e-commerce brands, and this shows their recent week-to-week pickup in measurement from AI tools. Now, it's still sort of growing, but what we're seeing is when we look at this for a number of our clients, where we're starting to measure their AI traffic as part of our new AI optimization service, we're seeing this grow a lot compared to even previous month, but especially compared to last year. There's an increasing amount of users across all age brackets that are moving away from traditional search and more into AI-driven search. And then what's really exciting, I think, for e-commerce brands, particularly if you're concerned about a drop-off in website traffic, is that when your users are researching and they're in that consideration discovery phase, when they actually arrive to your website, what we are typically seeing across a lot of our e-commerce clients is that when their users do arrive to their website from AI tools like ChatGPT, the conversion rate is then significantly higher. So where your expected benchmark conversion rate might typically be 2 to 3% across all channels, what we're seeing is that when users come from AI tools, it can be in excess of 10%. With this particular client example, it's as high as 13%. And we think one of the reasonings here, which has also been reaffirmed from a recent report from SEMrush this month, is that AI search visitors tend to convert better because they're using AI tools to compare options and understand value before then they visit your website. So then the key question is, how do we best nurture those users at the decision phase when they then eventually come to want to purchase and arrive at your website? So then Lois, do you want to steer on this? Do you want me to talk through it?
I don't mind jumping in, yeah. So looking at chat agents, so a lot of the pushback that we get on live chat as an agency is internal resource. Businesses just don't have the staff available to man a live chat function all day long. But the landscape's really evolved here, and AI chat agents and conversational AI are completely changing the game. They're not just answering generic questions, although they can, and they do that very well. They act more like personal shopping assistants, which can be really, really valuable to that user journey. So with the decision phase being that critical moment where the buyer's shortlisted their options and they just need a nudge in the right direction, an AI chat agent could be the difference between making the sale or not making the sale. And I think an added bonus here is that a large proportion of UK purchases are happening between the hours of 6 and 10 or at weekends. And even if we had humans in the office at that time, it would be a skeleton. Having somebody on live chat during those hours, it's just not feasible. So we can continue to service customers throughout those busier times. And we can fill these AI chat agents with FAQs, blog content, product information. And so these AI chat agents can just become so sophisticated in their understanding they take away all the hard work for you. So there's a number of different tools that we can use to help with that. If it's something that you'd be interested in finding out a little bit more about, we'd be happy to help match you up with the right tool for your business. But please do not overlook AI chat agents because we're thinking it's the live chat that needs that human resource. It doesn't, and it's brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you, Lois. Just moving on to the next point. I'm also really mindful of our time. Gosh,
I know, yeah.
Talk all day about this. We've been working with a lot of our e-commerce clients with using Microsoft Clarity. This is a really exciting development because it's a CRO tool. For those of you that have been familiar using something like Hotjar, which is a paid tool or has limited free features, Microsoft Clarity has come on board, and it uses AI with Bing Copilot. And it means that you can get heat maps, you can get video recordings, but it couples with AI. So the AI does the legwork and saves you hours and hours of time. It saves you having to trawl through video recordings, and it will give you those recommendations and insight. Lois, I wasn't sure if you wanted to add anything to what I've mentioned there.
No, just to say on this example specifically, and I think Mike might be on the call actually, but we worked with the Atwells team because we found that people weren't interacting as well as they should be with the menu. And so we made the decision to pull out the search bar and put that front and center. And all of this was based on findings that we got through from Clarity. And as a result, we're seeing much more activity happening on the site. The search bar is being used more, and customers that use site search are 2 to 3 times based on our data more likely to convert than non-search users. So a real small change that we made there, but a huge impact that it's had. So yeah, that was just that. Just to explain that example there.
Super briefly, just to emphasize as well, Clarity gives you an enormous amount of data, and having that inbuilt AI tool to interrogate the data just means that you can pull that information out and make it into an actionable point.
Yeah, and it's been great working with our clients on this because it still takes a specialist to spot the nuance, interpret intent, and then determine what you do next with that data.